we're going to get into some football with our man here, Khalil and Erin. I know we love this segment too.
I love talking football, and especially, it's homecoming weekend.
Yes.
So talk a little bit of Lobo football as well.
Yep. Lobo's got a big game against UNLV.
Let's talk about that first.
Going on Saturday?
Yeah.
I think by the end of the day, the Lobos will be 2-2.
I do too.
Me too.
I believe they will.
I think the home field gives you that edge. We're not favored in this game, though.
No, 2.5-point underdogs.
2.5-point underdogs, and I think that's because the Lobos have had, honestly, we've seen it. They've had some struggles with the passing game. Now, we know the Lobos are running the triple option out of the pistol. They're going to run the ball. Teams are going to stack the box against them. If we have some sort of passing threat, they're going to have to ease up on that because we've got one of the nation's leading rushers on our team. This guy's going to be playing the NFL, so I think the Lobos can pull it off with a little bit of hometown support.
Yeah, with this homecoming crowd and then coming off a bye week, I think they're going to be ready to go in there and take UNLV down.
Yep. So. Hometown support and a couple long completions. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. All right, there you go. We like that.
Yeah.
Should we? There's a couple other college games. I think Georgia's playing LSU.
Georgia's playing LSU.
I like Georgia in the SEC.
You like Georgia?
I think they're the best team in the SEC right now.
Wow.
Well, I'm going for LSU, so.
I agree. I think LSU's going to do something with Cam Cameron coming in as the offensive coordinator. Got Zach Mettenberger looking like a real quarterback.
Yeah.
We know they can run the ball. It's LSU football. They've been doing that. And my question is, with Aaron Murray at Georgia, chokes in big games.
Oh.
He does. He does. He came through against South Carolina, but against Clemson, we saw him choke. And I believe, throughout his career, he's 2-8 against top ranked teams. Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
It's going to be hard for him.
Okay, let's get to the NFL. What we did, we created a little graphic here with our picks on the NFL. We do not? We do not have. Okay.
Just kidding.
All right.
But we have some picks on the big NFL games
We've got
weekend.
picks on the big ones. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go over those real quick. So we have New England at Atlanta.
Yes. My pick is New England. I think New England's going to go in. Atlanta's been struggling a little bit. They're hurting in the secondary and on the defense. And Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, it might not be a blowout. It might be a close game. I think New England's going to pull that one out.
Yeah, and I hear there's a good chance Gronkowski is going to be playing this weekend, too.
Possibly.
So
he might make some
with
snaps.
his debut this weekend, I see it as a pretty, it'll be a pretty
Atlanta.
Win.
Those big receivers, know.
Yeah.
Julio Jones.
Roddy White.
Yeah, I like them. And New England's defense, a little suspect. So I like a hometown win for Atlanta in this one.
Okay.
Either way, I think it's going to be a really close game.
Who are you picking?
I'm going with New England.
Okay.
It's going to be the Sunday night primetime game. And New England's really good when it comes to the big games, so I think they'll be okay. Brady will come out.
Okay.
Chicago, Detroit, Bears and Lions. Great Lakes battle
You're
here.
going for Lions?
Lions.
That's a good
I'm
team.
Going for Lions. I'm
the
going
Lions
for Detroit.
have come on.
They have.
That's a real good team.
They've shown a little bit of discipline. I know the Bears have a completely new offense going on. Mark Trestman is the head coach, a genius over in the Canadian League, and it's got Jay Cutler and those guys looking good. The Bears' defense is always formidable. Yeah. I just think that Detroit is going to make a statement this season.
Yeah, and they're 3-point favorites. It's going to be it's another close game, but they are the favorites. We'll see what happens.
Who are you picking, Larry?
No, I like the Bears in this one.
The Bears?
I think they're playing well.
Okay.
Complete game.
Yeah, they are definitely capable of an off-road win.
It could happen.
How they played Steelers last week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the better of the two New York teams, the Jets. Who'd ever thought the Jets? I'm sorry, Kahlil.
I know, it's okay.
Playing Tennessee.
Yes. Well, the Jets had a win last week. Geno Smith looked pretty good. Tennessee got a win last week. Jake Locker looked okay. I'm going to go with Tennessee simply for the fact that they're at home. I think that the Jets are a good team. They have a great secondary. The defense is playing okay. But I think that something about being at home, this might be an ugly game. This might be 13-10, 17-13 type of game.
Okay.
I see Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm saying Tennessee too. Although the Jets have been managing some wins, I think Titans are just a more impressive team in general. So.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's hear, when I say Dallas, they all get excited. Dallas Cowboys and at San Diego.
Yeah. Now you guys will be excited.
Game at the beach.
I'm actually saying Dallas will win this game.
Really?
Yeah, the Cowboys are 2-point favorites, and I think they just have more weapons than San Diego. San Diego's they're good, but I don't think they're as good as Dallas. Sorry.
Who are you picking, Larry?
I like San Diego at home.
I like San Diego at home as well. Phillip Rivers looks rejuvenated.
We'll see how
that offense looks like it could put up some points. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be a game. I'm not saying that Dallas sucks too much, but I think Dallas has some holes in that secondary.
Okay, we got Philly at Denver at Mile High.
Yes.
Wow.
Shootout.
I
think it's going to be a shootout.
Put more light bulbs in the scoreboard, right?
That's right. That's right. This game, we might have 60 points combined in this game.
Woo.
So.
Philly's offense struggled a little bit last week, but I believe that they're just getting used to the pace that Chip Kelly is calling, because sometimes they're very explosive, other times they're slowed down. Obviously, we know what Denver can do. They're putting up video game numbers. Peyton Manning looks like a god out there on the football field.
Yeah.
I question both teams' defenses. I think that Philly knows their defense is weak. If they don't get pressure on Peyton Manning, he's going to score. And I believe that Denver has a weakness with their secondary, with Champ Bailey being out. High-scoring game, Denver ekes them out.
Yeah. Well, just the way I saw the Eagles play last weekend, I just don't see a chance for them to win. Yeah, we don't have Champ Bailey, and we have another guy who I don't think he'll be back till next weekend. But, I think that Denver is going to win this one easy.
Now, the premier game happens to be on Monday night.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's two unbeaten teams. Miami travels to the Superdome in the Big Easy.
Yeah.
Plays the Saints.
It's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a tough game. Last week, Miami impressed us all, coming from behind. Last-second win at home against the Atlanta Falcons, who played New Orleans to a really tough game in the opening game of the season. So Miami is making a statement for themselves. They're 3-0. But
both teams are 3-0.
Both teams are.
Yeah.
New Orleans has had some tough games. They haven't really blown anybody out. And last week was a little bit of a blowout. But they've had some tough games. They're coming back with Sean Payton and Drew Brees being reunited. The question is this young Miami team ready to make a statement to go down to New Orleans, win in the Superdome against that raucous crowd and that high-powered offense?
Yeah.
I say no.
Yeah. I'm going New Orleans.
Yeah.
So.
Miami eat too many beignets and they'll be full and they won't be able to
Exactly. So a couple hurricanes and they'll be out. Speaking of, I heard you guys mention there was beer on the episode earlier.
We had some yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, for Oktoberfest. Sorry,
you missed it by a day. Should we do a little local IQ stuff?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's roll that graphic and jump into some music. Okay, he can stop being football guy now. He can be music Kahlil.
Put in my music hat now.
All right.
Welcome, everybody. Check your local IQ. I'm Khalil and your musical host. Just want to let you know about some of the cool events happening this weekend in Albuquerque, all right? On the 27th, we have Adventure Club. This is a cool electronic dance duo going on at Sunshine Theater. If you like electric music, come on down. You'll have a good time. On the 28th, we have Supergiant Stabbed in the Back at the launch pad. These guys, Supergiant is a high-powered, high-energy rock band. If you want to go and just swing your hair like it's 1985, that's the perfect place to be. And also, we have world-famous Jimmy Eat World, October 1st at the Sunshine Theater.
I didn't even hear this concert.
Yeah, I know.
They're a great group.
I know. Yeah. They're a great group. They're a great group. And that's the thing. That's what I wanted to talk about. We have no guest today. Wanted to talk about the state of music in Albuquerque and do a quick album review.
Yeah.
Sure.
Albuquerque, the state of live music in Albuquerque is, in my opinion, I'm going to rate it a C+.
Yeah.
Not because of the talent that's out here, but because of the information. We have wonderful venues. We have the Sunshine Theater. We have the Kiva Auditorium. We have Low Spirits. We have the Launch Pad. We have Sister. Really nice venues for people to play. And we do get notable bands and notable artists outside of local people. The unfortunate thing is, like you just said, Erin, we don't hear about it until a week before the show starts.
The promotion, I don't know where that link is getting lost, but especially these big name bands coming to Albuquerque, Sunshine, it's a nice theater. Why aren't we getting more promotion about these events.
And it's unfortunate, and I don't know why. I know papers like the IQ, obviously, the Alibi, the Journal, they look to cover these things. They look to cover these shows and let people know. But if you're in a bigger city, a lot of times they'll use more than just one method of promotion.
Right.
A lot of people are relying on online promotion, Twitter feeds, Facebook, a lot of things of that nature. But sometimes you will still see the old school flyer, someone handing you a flyer, something put up at the bus stop. You only tend to see flyers up if you're in the university area. Then how many of us go to the university area that much?
Really?
Not many. Not many. And so it's kind of upsetting, because if we can have more of these acts come in, people know about them, they can book the shows, because a lot of times we have local acts are the opening acts for these shows. And this is how people are discovered. Albuquerque is a town that has a wide swath of raw talent. We've brought a lot of these guests on here.
Yes, we have.
On the show, people who are excellent, people who are well trained and skilled and looking to expand their fan base. And if we can just kind of push and ask the promoters, and when we go to the venues for these shows, say, hey, what can we do so we can all be informed about more shows? I know we're doing our part here to let people know about what's happening, but...
And this is the whole spectrum, all the way from classical all the way down to everything else.
Exactly, yeah. We have a lot of things happening. I mean, the New Mexico Jazz Workshop and a lot of the jazz events that take place in town, they're absolutely fantastic, but we just don't hear about them enough. And that's a little difficult.
We're doing our part here on the Morning Brew.
That's all we can do, one step at a time, one day at a time. We're going to look to get it in.
What album are you going to review?
I'm going to review an album that came out earlier this month by an artist. Her name is Janelle Monáe. She's not a new artist. She came out with an album in 2010. But she is a genre-crossing artist. Her album is called The Electric Lady, as you can see on the graphic. And if you look into iTunes and other places, people will call it R&B soul. I call it psychedelic soul.
I'm getting a little Diana Ross and the Supremes vibe here.
You have so many vibes with her. She covers such a huge segment of the musical diaspora that it's absolutely wonderful. One of the first songs she has on the album is called Giving Them What They Love, and the featured guest artist is Prince. Now, he does not guest on too many people's albums. And for him to decide to work with this young woman, and you hear it, you can hear the Prince influence in it. She has a song called Queen with Erykah Badu that's really soulful and wonderful. She also switches genres on you and takes you to elevator music, easy listening style with Look Into My Eyes. And then she has a hit, and all the ladies are going to love this song. It's called Dance Apocalyptic. That sounds something straight out of... You have it. It sounds something it sounds like it's straight out of like 1955 Buddy Holly. What she's doing with music is truly amazing, and it's something that a lot of people who love the Amy Winehouse project and how that was throwback to the 60s sound. Well, she's taking this throwback 60s sound, mixing it with the 70s, putting it in a capsule for the 80s, and shooting it straight to 2035. What she's doing with her music is absolutely amazing. And I suggest everybody get it. It's thought-provoking music that's really going to make you dance. And it's truly, truly empowering for young women. And a day and age where people are looking at, maybe I love Taylor Swift's music, but they look at her as being a little bit too whiny. We've all heard the controversy surrounding Miley Cyrus and what have you with the music. This young woman is doing music that really makes you think while you dance. That doesn't happen too often. Absolutely.
So a little Rihanna mixed into this too?
A little bit, but she's more of where Rihanna is, I would say, more of a singer and performer.
Yeah, she's more like mainstream, I mean, Janelle Monáe's mainstream, but she tries to be different than the other pop groups.
That's her purpose, and Janelle Monáe is a songwriter, a composer, a producer. She took the horns on this project. This is her album, as where Rihanna's album is, people will throw tracks at her and say, hey, how about this one, how about that one, and she chooses the best one. This is all Janelle Monáe. We get to see her artistry, and this is her second project, and I'm just so excited to see where she's going to go. She's really taking music, and we've been looking at music, R&B, soul music, hip-hop music, pop music, and looking and saying, when is it going to make this elevation? When is it going to make an evolution and change? And I believe she is an artist that's really pushing us forward and challenging us. It's wonderful. I think we're all going to love it.
I want to check it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
She's great.
Her first song, I think, was Tightrope.
Yes.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like her music. You can really I don't know, you feel like you can really listen and connect to it.
Yeah.
So.
She's got an
Not
interesting
just
style.
noise.
Very interesting style. Her and her crew come out in little tuxedo jackets and tuxedos, and they dance. And you may have seen a Target ad with her. She's got that old school pompadour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Fantastic music.
Okay, I'm going to check that out. Good stuff.
Really
A lot of great stuff happening this weekend.
A lot of great things happening this weekend. Yeah, yeah. Also, we have Vampire Weekend on the 2nd. Wednesday the 2nd. Yeah, at the Kiva Auditorium.
Somebody just told me that yesterday, too. And again, I was like, what? They're coming to town again?
Yeah. I found out it's my girlfriend's birthday on the 3rd, and she's like, baby, buy me tickets. And
there you go.
I'm a good boyfriend.
You're all over it.
That's right. I did.